The Clawhammer guys came all the way from America so we could buy a buttload of Mountain Dew, turn it into distilled Mountain Dew, but we have a few problems. Kyle, is this going to even ferment?
I don't know.
Emmett, is it going to taste good?
Hell yeah.
Are people going to judge us for it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How's it going, chasers? I hope you're having a kick-ass week. I'm Jesse, this is Still It, and the obvious first step to distilling Mountain Dew is to go buy Mountain Dew. A whole buttload of it.
Buying this much Mountain Dew at the grocery store in New Zealand was actually embarrassing.
Yeah, that's Kyle. This is Emmett and Libby, aka the Clawhammer supply team. They flew all the way from America for this crazy experiment, and if you're into absolutely amazing brewing videos, you should totally check out their YouTube channel. Anyway, time to tackle the first issue, which is pH.
I think we need to sample this because I'll be real with you guys. I don't remember what Mountain Dew tastes like.
Yeah.
Does it even taste like anything, or is it just like sugar water? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, cheers.
Cheers. Tastes like diabetes. God bless. God bless America.
We are degassing the Mountain Dew. We're figuring that the CO2 is probably affecting the pH. We want to get a baseline pH reading so we can adjust the pH because
Mountain Dew don't like to ferment.
we're trying to get the pH up above around about 5.5 to deactivate the preservatives in the Mountain Dew, which will stop our yeast from doing their job.
It's true.
Unfortunately, the pH meter is broken, but Kyle is on the job.
pH meter's not working. Contacts are corroded. We don't have Q-tips. We don't have contact cleaner, but we do have alcohol, screwdriver, painter's tape, and a paper towel.
I love you had that out in the shed, by the way.
What's that?
Just the heat gun.
All right, that's where else would you keep a heat gun?
That's true.
Where do you keep heat guns in the United States?
Yeah.
It's in my garage, yeah, that's true.
It's a cultural difference. We keep ours in
the bedroom.
It did actually work.
All right, the pH meter is acting squirrely. It will not calibrate for some reason, but it is consistently about 0.5, too low. Mm-hmm. So should we just ballpark it?
Let's ballpark it, yeah.
And just,
Dude, we're distilling Mountain Dew.
yeah, I mean, come on.
We just needed to be above 5 and we're to go.
So if we get to like 4.8, we're happy on this thing.
Yeah, just reading a lot.
Yep.
Okay.
I think the best thing that ever happened to Mountain Dew was methamphetamines, because people stopped saying Mountain Dew mouth and they started saying meth mouth.
I have never heard the turn of phrase Mountain Dew mouth. What is Mountain Dew mouth?
That's like when you drink so much Mountain Dew, your teeth just like rot away.
Oh,
from
okay.
Like there's sugar and the
drinking
cavities
from
and
such a young
stuff.
Okay.
Methamphetamines does that
10 times quicker.
quite effectively as well, and much quicker. So
Anyway, time to be responsible and take an original gravity reading.
Wow, I am impressed, dude.
What is that?
1050?
Holy cow.
we want to double that though, right? We want it to be like 10%.
I don't think there's a pretty way to do this. Do we
No.
just like crack the bottles, bottles up?
Yeah, rip and dip.
You're a lot more dainty at pouring Mountain Dew
I was
than
trying to play swords.
Oh.
There's room for two.
I don't know what that is.
Dude, I'll play
You never
swords with
played
you.
swords?
I was chicken doing swords.
You never played swords?
Kyle. Well, I'm gonna win now.
I'm trying to get him to explain it.
Oh, it's a boy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Cross that stream.
Woo-hoo-hoo! I win. Probably don't want it a whole lot fuller than that anyway, do we?
No.
Probably
For
not.
fermentation.
No, we're good. That's perfect.
Yeah?
Boom. We did it, guys.
We had sugar?
Get it?
Yeah. Let's add sugar.
Actually, before adding sugar, we need to deal to the pH, and we're going to do that with good old-fashioned baking soda, right out of the kitchen.
It's probably worth mentioning too that some people are probably going to say that this is going to make it taste salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember we're distilling it. So, you know, if we were making Mountain Dew wine,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't use this.
Got it.
But for distillation, I'm not too stressed about it.
Made the hole perfectly sized for a paint mixer. How's she taste? Salty Mountain.
I don't think we want to add any more baking soda.
No, dude, the pH meter is saying the same.
What's it saying?
6. We kind of overshot it a
No,
little
but it's
bit.
reading high.
I know, but it's still, now it's actually, no, it was
No,
reading
it's reading
low.
low, so it's probably a 6.5.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Not an ideal
It'll work.
pH range
Yeah,
for
it'll still work.
yeast, but it'll work. Yeah.
You know what else is not ideal? Fermenting Mountain Dew.
So, very true. We've already got Kvike out for some other projects. Do you think this is the tool for the job, for Mountain Dew, or should we do something else?
Well, seeing as how we're only here for, I don't know, 6 more days, and then this needs to be done and then fermented before we leave, yeah, that's gonna have to be the tool, yeah. This is the tool.
Boss, beautiful.
Voss is slightly citrusy,
Yes.
isn't it too?
Definitely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's got an orange vibe to it.
I take it all back. We've carefully chosen Kvike Voss to add and accentuate the Mountain Dew flavors. All right, Kvike, cheers.
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 That is all about the swords.
Yep.
repeating-
How do you fly to New Zealand out to swords? My brother from a different mother.
Emmett and Jesse and I actually go way, way back. We've known each other since childhood, literally. Not a joke. We all grew up in the same Amish village. And I think it was around, we were like 6 or 7. Emmett and Jesse grew full beards, and I did not, so they kicked me out. You have to have a beard to be Amish.
True story.
True story.
He wouldn't play swords.
10% is what we're going for. How much sugar do we need?
This is 1050, which is not going to give us 10% ABV. We want to get that up to about 1080, I would call it. And with roughly 18 liters, we're going to need about 1.5 kilos of sugar. And seeing as this
how
is...
you got a calculator out and you're not going to actually weigh anything.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is Mountain Dew, right? Like, I wanted a rough idea. So, 3 kilos?
God, there's so much sugar.
I couldn't help but notice that there is a fancy, weird top to this keg that I believe facilitates pressure fermentation.
True.
Do we do that, or do we just
No,
open?
we don't want to do that. Oh, you mean, yeah, that's true. We could, yeah. So we could put an airlock on it. Yeah, let's just do that.
You didn't answer anything.
Did anyone understand it?
I forgot the question.
I was trying to set you up to sell your new keg.
Let's just do that.
We could just put the lid on without the gasket. Yeah.
Will it have enough room to escape? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fine. So we're gonna do like a little mini fermentation that's gonna run alongside the keg, basically so we can see it.
It would be a real waste to have something this nuclear looking
Yeah, right.
hidden away inside a stainless steel keg where we can't see it.
Yeah. Dude, I nailed it.
Yeah.
5.4.
Are we even gonna do the math, or am I just gonna tip this until it feels right?
Well, if we do the math, you're still gonna tip it till it feels right. So
Okay. Tip
it till it feels
let's
right.
skip the math. It's just a waste of time.
Whoa.
Does that look awesome?
Holy
crap.
shit. Get in my belly.
Yeah.
That looks like the toxic ooze that...
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah. I want to find out if all of this effort is for absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm literally gonna do this.
You're gonna drink that. You're gonna eat some yeast. If you get drunk, you'll know it worked. Oh, there you go. Interesting.
If that ferments, we wasted a whole lot of time.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah.
I'm excited.
It worked!
We let the Mountain Dew masterpiece ferment at around about 30 degrees Celsius for 6 days.
We are ready to check the gravity on this. Hopefully it's somewhere near 0. Who knows? This is Mountain Dew. Never tried to ferment this before.
Yeah.
And then we're
place
gonna pop
bets?
it in the still. Yeah, let's do some bets.
What do you reckon?
10-12.
I reckon 1030.
Oh, I'm gonna go split the difference.
That's the smart way to do it.
Yeah, 1021.
1021. All right. All signs of fermentation have stopped.
Yeah.
It's no longer fermenting, but that
Right.
doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's fermented dry.
So I put a little bit of pressure on this. So we could just do this transfer here. Oh gosh, Jesse, did you check this?
No,
we got here.
I tasted it.
He did
I
taste
tasted
it.
it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
It's hot for this, so I'm gonna. It's floating over 10:30,
Yeah.
but I'm guessing it's about 10:30. I'm gonna have a taste. Like it's.
What's your hydrometer calibrated to?
Oh, this is my one. Like it doesn't taste sweet, but it tastes
Oh
chewy.
god. No, it's got booze in it for sure.
Yeah.
If that was the only thing left in the world to drink.
Tastes like prison hooch.
I'd die of thirst.
I'll be real with you, Carl. If you were dying of thirst, I don't think this would help you. Oh, we also have the two little test things that we just kind of, one that we did
Without.
just to see if it would ferment without.
Yeah, right.
I mean, should we
Yeah,
test
let's
this?
just test those. For
I'm gonna
sure.
laugh so hard if this is down at 0.
Yeah, if it's
That one.
fermented more.
Yeah. We didn't add sugar
Especially
to this one.
considering all of the work that we did to find a
pH.
pH meter.
And then blew right by it.
Right.
Right.
I hate to tell you, boys.
You're kidding me.
I hate to tell you, boys.
It looks like the same.
It does taste boozy. 10-10. Well, let's
Right,
put
how
all of
that
that
works.
jar in there first.
Tip her in.
Yeah.
Look at the color on that. I mean, it's significantly.
It's
So I
different.
think the moral of the story here is that being a jackass is fun, but sometimes doing it the right way gets better results, funnily enough.
Well, the question though is there a right way? Even if you do it the right way,
Right.
is there a right way to ferment Mountain Dew?
Yeah, that's a really good point.
I think I'm gonna burn this. It's contaminated. Or anything else?
Yeah, PBW
You're
is
gonna have
only
to-
so effective.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit left.
Oh.
How did that was comical, dude. That went as bad as it could have gone.
They did a great job.
I'm going to say that it is worth throwing a little bit of butter in here,
Okay.
just in case.
Yeah. You add butter to the still, just a tiny little bit. It's like a natural anti-foaming. It doesn't foam up through the still.
Time to get the pot warming up and the still built. Today we're going with 3 plates and a D flag. We're aiming for about 85-90% ABV. And knowing that we don't have a whole lot of alcohol in the pot, those plates are going to help.
So we've got the still up to temperature, and we have been knocking all of the vapor back down with the D flag for a little while. So it kind of balances the column and lets each plate fraction. So each plate at the moment is a higher ABV than the last one.
Yep.
It's had time to kind of balance itself like that. So now what we're going to do is one of 3 things. And those 3 things are basically a different mixture of 2 variables. Pump the power up a little bit to try and overpower the cooling a little bit and allow vapor come through.
Yep.
Or decrease the water flow into the D flag a little bit to let vapor through, or a little mix of each.
To have the condenser here, which that's going to turn the vapor into liquid at the end of the process,
If it's allowed to get.
if it makes it there. But before that, we have what's called a deflegmator, which is actually condensing the vapor here and making it drip back down.
And I always like to have, whenever possible, headroom and tail room on both the power and the water. Because if you get to a situation where your power control is maxed
Yeah.
and it's not running right, the
Yeah.
only thing you can do is mess with the water.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Or if your water's at the finest trickle you can get, you can't go any lower
lower,
with the
gotcha.
water or higher. So I always like to, where I can, try and keep power and water on medium.
Okay.
And then you've got an easy up or down with
So-
2 variables.
So when we started the run, we were at 100% until we started.
Just to warm it up.
Until we started seeing the plate kind of fill up, and as soon as you saw that, you ran over and just dropped it down to 63%.
Yeah, and that was
arbitrarily
just
63.
arbitrary.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that the vapor's condensing that gives us more distillations. It's the interaction between the vapor and the liquid that gives us more distillation. So that's why we have bubble plates, right? It's this bubbling action that's pulling more volatile stuff up or allowing it to pass through, and pulling the less volatile stuff back out of the vapor and bringing it down.
Right.
All right, so I say we bump that up by about 5-10%, and I'll give the water a little tweak, and we wait for 3 minutes and see if we get drips.
Sweet.
If we don't,
Yep.
we tweak it a bit more. If we get too much, we tweak it back.
Dude, so we're tweaking with some Mountain Dew. Perfect technical
Tweaking
term
Mountain Dew.
for the medium.
Totally, yeah.
So I'm at 63. Should I go to 68?
Yeah, I think what I might do is just do another
Should I
take
go
for
to
me, just in case.
Should I go to 68 or 69?
Oh yeah.
Go up to, bring it to there.
Did you just choose that number? Or was that just completely random?
It was 5 up from where we were.
Okay, exactly, yeah. All right, team, we have not done stripping runs for this, and the ABV that went into the pot was not that high.
No.
So there's not a lot of alcohol here to grab, and tasting this, we're starting to head towards hearts pretty soon, I think. It kind of tastes like Mountain Dew, lads, I'm not gonna lie. You want to taste? I think we're real close to hearts. I'll be honest with you, Emma, I'm feeling a little bit confused about where we are here.
Okay.
2 things going on. One is
Okay.
we're getting a lot of that Mountain Dew flavor coming through, and in some things you distill, that's a nice way to know you're into hearts. Like the vodka we distilled,
Yes.
I'm sure you guys will see this in a different video. When the grain flavor starts showing up, you kind of know you're into hearts. The other side of things is that I'm still getting a little bit of that almost like clove or star anise sensation in my mouth. That
Yeah.
it's not hot anymore, but it's kind of numbing.
Yes.
And that is quite often an indication that you're still in heads.
Okay.
I'm wondering if this is more like fruit, which would make sense. It kind of like a citrusy,
We'll call it-
limey flavor.
Call it a brandy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's a Mountain Dew brandy. Yes. Quite often with fruit, the fruit flavor sits very close to heads and can kind of bleed through heads. So the art when you're making a brandy is to decide how much fruit flavor you're keeping versus how much heads you're keeping.
Right.
All right, let's switch over to this.
And you're making small assessments just so,
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah,
the
we
proof's
don't
dropping
know.
already.
yeah.
The flavor's kind of changing now, eh? It's gone from the lime to almost like a creaming soda sort of flavor.
Has a better mouthfeel in my opinion. Right now, a little more silky. Less of the clove anise.
Yeah.
Are we looking for the transition to tails? I know you've never distilled this before, but in normal spirit, what are some characteristics?
Yeah, right. I mean, I honestly, dude, I think it's going to be kind of, we'll know it when we get there.
Okay.
Hopefully. There's 3 main ways that tails will go. One, more on the whiskey grain side of things. You get a wet dog, wet cardboard, gym socky kind of thing going on.
Okay.
If it is more of sometimes a brandy, will head that way, but it'll be a little bit more like vodka. So that kind of concretey, petrichor, odd funk.
Okay.
And sometimes they just fade out to, it just kind of tastes like nothing.
Okay.
These ones, we're still unsure about heads or hearts.
Okay.
But this one, we can pop back under here. Just because we're starting to taste something that's a little bit odd. Is it tails? I don't know. We might get this much again. But yeah, so taste that, and it's kind of like this is going to make it sound horrible. It's not nearly this bad, but like an old moldy lemon.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't.
I haven't done this trick yet.
Yeah, so the idea is, you know how you see guys with a sorry, I should have warned you of that.
This is you know what you
sniff
could also
gently.
do? Home Alone.
Still tastes fine to me.
I think we're fine. It was just that the flavor changed.
No,
It's like, what's it going to do here?
There's more mouthfeel change that I noticed.
One thing we had question was whether or not the caffeine was going to transfer through to the final product here, and which would be, be like a like an insane version of a Four Loko or something like that.
Right.
But the caffeine has a extremely high boiling point, so we're actually leaving the caffeine behind. We're concentrating the caffeine behind, or pulling the alcohol out and concentrating it here.
That's starting to change a lot. Mm-hmm. And not in a good way. That's pretty
Oh,
apparent.
it's getting, like
you don't have to be a rocket science
No, that's
science
not
guy.
good. That
or
changed
gal.
quick too,
Yeah.
man. So the bad flavor in this is, I think it was option 2 that I said before, where it starts going almost cementy. And
Mixing a bag of dry cement.
yeah, it's,
starting to get a little sour Jim sock.
oh yeah, I could see that. Like
Yeah.
the sour,
Like your
the anaerobic kind of funk weirdness. Yeah, that's, I hadn't thought of it that way.
All right, so I think
Time to
then
cut
at
the
this
stove.
I think we can
point,
kill this.
we don't have to collect the tails on this. No need for that.
no.
You're telling me you don't want to do like a second and third run of Mountain
Yeah,
Dew?
All right. So kill the
Yeah,
heat.
kill the heat, man.
So we don't have a test jar that's small enough for the small amount of heads we got out of this.
Hot.
Hearts. So we're gonna
back
use
levers.
the proofing.
Should we let the little dude get?
Oh, he's gonna get
buzz?
smashed.
Do you want a buzz, little dude? 90%.
Wow.
90% of pure, unadulterated Mountain Dew goodness.
Can we handle this much dew?
Do you even do the dew?
Dude, we're about to actually, the first ones in history to actually do the dew.
So 100 proof?
Yeah, 100 proof sounds good to me.
Because we're going extreme. So what's the math saying?
160. You know what this smells like? If someone made a Mountain Dew bubblegum,
Yeah.
it would taste and smell like this.
Yeah.
It's Mountain Dewy.
It's strange because the heat, it almost makes it taste like it's still carbonated. You know, it
You're
has
right,
like
yeah.
a bite, and it's like, I feel like it's in a weird way, I'm still drinking a Mountain Dew.
This is not terrible by any means.
All right.
No.
Next, we're doing mixers. What's the move here? Just add a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I would say add a little bit and then we can keep. Well, what, you know what? Why don't you do you, man?
Okay. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to do my dew right here.
I'm gonna go eensy beensy to start with.
I actually like it.
You like it?
Yeah. I'm thinking though, not this temperature.
Cold.
Cold.
Cold would be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm.
Got some ice. So we've got world's first Mountain Dew. Is this what we call
like
this
it.
cocktail?
Yeah.
Let's all just share this glass, but I'm gonna go first. I feel like we should give it a better name than that.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think it's like double duty?
double duty?
At my point, no, go for it.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
You think it's better than you were expecting?
It's better than I was expecting. I know exactly what I'm thinking that it is. I figured it out. All right.
But like a little banana, frozen banana, the freezy.
It does taste a little bit banana-y.
It's the freeze pops, like the liquid. You put it in the freezer. It's the green one.
The green one.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it tastes like, except it's got booze in it, which is sweet.
Yeah, it tastes a lot better cooled down.
That is actually pretty good. I think we should get Erin to do a quick tasting and see what she thinks of it.
I don't even know what I'm drinking. Wow.
We're all just
I don't know
staring.
what to say. It's delicious. It tastes like juice. It's like a fruity summer drink.
Kyle's right. That 100% deserves a better name than Double Duty. So hit us in the comments. Let us know what you think we should call it. I think that this actually tastes more Mountain Dewy. This is just straight Mountain Dew and ice. So yeah, it tastes more like Mountain Dew. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? It's like concentrated Mountain Dew plus Mountain Dew. It's boozy. It's actually pretty freaking delicious. But I do wonder, is it any better than just straight vodka and Mountain Dew? Let's find out. I guess we're stirring with a knife. I think it actually
It actually is marginally better than just vodka. Even, you know, diluted down with Mountain Dew, I feel like you can taste the difference. Is it really enough of a difference to go through all this hassle? So we did the thing, it worked, we distilled it. Would you ever want to do this again?
With you, yeah.
Yeah, I'd hang out with you.
Yeah,
this
That was
again,
fun.
But by myself,
Do you have a burning desire to have bottles of this sitting on the shelf?
no.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah. Fun, interesting. I feel like we learned something. But not our best work.
Nah, we can do better.
Yeah.
We can do worse.
That's true. Anyway, team, we'll catch you next time. Keep on chasing the craft.
Cheers.